Good morning, my dear students. Today we will discuss the powers, legislative powers. So, legislative, for that you have to open your book on page number 127, chapter number 11. We already started previous video. In the previous video, I hope you all have seen that. So, legislative powers have been distributed between the union and the state. Subjects have been listed under three legislative lists. So, these are the list: union list, state list, and concurrent list. So, first list is union list. It includes matters of national importance such as defense, foreign affairs, post, telegraphs, banking, currency, telephones, and so on. So the union legislature has exclusive powers of legislation over these subjects. Okay, so union list means in under the union list, these are the topics, these are the subjects on which the central government on which the Lok Sabha has the right to make the laws. Next, state list. The list includes matters of importance of states such as public order and police, water supplies, irrigation, public health, agriculture, and so on. So the state legislature, all the state legislative assemblies have the exclusive power of legislation over these subjects. Okay, so states have these aspects, these fields, they have to make the laws on these subjects. Okay, and then concurrent list. This list includes matters that are important for both union and the state, such as economic, social planning, education, welfare of labor, electricity, newspaper, and so on. So these are the common subjects, these are the common topics on which the center or the state government both can make the laws. Okay, so these are the three lists: union list, state list, and concurrent list. Okay, these are the subjects on which the government of states and center governments have to make the laws and policies separately, individually, or collectively they can make laws under the matters given under concurrent list. Okay, so next we will just study the procedure of election. Procedure for election the MPs, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. The members are elected through the general elections. For this purpose, the entire country has been divided into constituencies. One member is elected from each constituency. So elections are generally held every 5 years. After every 5 years, so every adult who are adult, those have attained the age of 18 years. Okay, so they have the right to vote. People cast their vote through a secret ballot. Secret ballot means they have the right to give a vote secretly. They can't force to tell others which party they have given the vote. Okay, so this means that no one knows whom the voter has voted for. It means. Next, eligibility for the candidates. The candidate who wishes to contest the election must be a citizen of India and above 25 years of age. So 25 years of age is the eligibility for to become the member of Lok Sabha, or for Rajya Sabha it is 30 years. Okay, for Lok Sabha age should be 25 years, and for to become the member of Rajya Sabha age should be 30 years. People who are in government service or those who are insolvent or mentally unsound are not eligible. Okay, those are insolvent means those are not physically fit. Okay, those are corrupt personalities, and those are doing government jobs. They are not eligible, they can't contest the election of Lok Sabha. The candidate cannot be a member of the Rajya Sabha or any other legislature at the same time. After the election results are announced, the leader of the party with the majority of elected members is invited by the president to form the government. Okay, so in the Lok Sabha, from all the 552 members, the winning party, the leading party, which party got the absolute majority, that party's head is invited by the President of India to form the government. The other parties form the opposition. Okay, so other parties form the opposition. When the one party does not get a clear majority, a group of parties form a coalition and elect a leader who is then asked to form the government. Okay, So this is the total procedure. Next, now in the next video we will study the functions of parliament. Okay, functions of parliament.